Is the Dalai Lama a paedophile? So, you must have recently seen the video on him kissing a young boy on the lips and asking him to then suck his tongue. So, this video is not aiming to offer one belief system fits all, or one belief system is right. The point of this video is to maybe offer a different perspective and to kind of explore why many of us in the spiritual community may be aligned to a more extremist viewpoint. Okay, so firstly, I just want to say I personally am indifferent. I think the kiss is not a big deal, and I'll explain why. But the tongue sucking is a big deal, and that's something I felt cringy. You know, I'm someone who works on instincts. I'm someone who works on intuition. I'm very empathic and nurturing and feeling based. I personally go by my gut feelings and by my instincts, and that felt wrong. Okay, so the tongue sucking felt wrong for me personally. So what I really want to do is just explore why maybe there's a sudden feeling of the Dalai Lama as a paedophile, and going quite extreme into that belief system. So obviously there's a lot of stuff and wisdom, some of it true, it's factual, and some of it not, on, you know, satanic worshipping in Hollywood, you know, many celebrities and people being pedos or you know, delving into paedophilia. So many of us have gone down the rabbit hole, is what I'm trying to say. Many of us have gone down the rabbit hole, and that's why it's very easy to see a video like that, and to see a video like that and instantly feel, oh my gosh, the Dalai Lama is a paedophile, right? You see an elderly man asking a young boy to kiss him on the lips. It's not really something we would consider, especially us star-seeded, intuition activated souls, you know, something normal. It's not considered normal. So I totally understand why there's an outrage. I totally understand why some of us may instantly feel cringy. There's not something right in our gut. There's not a right feeling in our guts. But I also sensed when I saw that video that many of us have gone down a rabbit hole. Okay, many of us have gone down the rabbit hole, and we've explored certain taboo topics and extremist, you know, belief systems, topics, beliefs, ideologies, themes of exploration that can elevate our consciousness, that may make us feel like, oh, you know, there's something darker in play, there's a darker force in play. So I totally understand that, because we've gone down the rabbit hole, right? We've gone down the rabbit hole. So that's very natural and very organic. It's an organic, natural feeling. But there is another perspective, and this is what I personally would like to share, just in case there has been some misconfusion, just in case there has been some misperception. You know, it's very easy as humans to judge and form opinions. I'm not a spiritual bypasser, okay? I don't bypass things. I'm not a spiritual gaslighter. I'm not someone who gaslights. So anyway, this wasn't supposed to be about me explaining this. I'm actually here to offer different perspectives and maybe bring through an alternative viewpoint. So yeah, many of us have gone down the rabbit hole, And that's why it's very easy to form judgments and misperceptions surrounding the nature of an 87-year-old man kissing a young boy. Spirituality is broad and it's expansive. People who embark on a genuinely spiritual path can get pulled into extremes, can get pulled into the depths of soul. Okay, I just want to say it as I'm feeling it and seeing it. People on a spiritual path can be pulled into the depths of soul and the depths of intimacy and connection. When you get older, okay, you can become more senile. The Dalai Lama is 87. Okay, he's 87 years old. He's an old man. I don't know if any of you have seen old men trying to be friendly and affectionate with other people's children, you know, people you know, friends, family, acquaintances. But there can be some confusion, okay, and even me, I pick up on a lot of stuff from both sexes, you know. Someone trying to be friendly and create that feeling of family, create that feeling of, you know, like, oh, I'm just trying to be friendly, I'm trying to be affectionate, and it can be misperceived and misconfused. Now, I'm not saying it is a misperception and he's not a paedophile, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying it's a possibility, and I need to align with some certain belief systems, some spiritual, authentic spiritual belief systems. We can become lost down a rabbit hole, okay? We can become lost down a rabbit hole, and we can see things from a very specific frequency, okay? So I just want to suggest that, or at least share, that my gut feeling and my intuition was that he's an 87-year-old man. He's been quite deep in spirituality, you know, it's a specific aligned vibration. It's not something that everyone resonates with. Buddhism is, you know, I mean, I resonate with Buddhism more than other religions, but Buddhism is an extreme belief system to many people, you know. It's not like, well, anyway, it's an extreme belief system to people who aren't on a Buddhist path, okay? Just like Christianity may be extreme to many of us who aren't Christian. It's an extreme viewpoint to some people. So the Dalai Lama has gone quite deep into, you know, his belief system, his spiritual path, okay? There is room for confusion and there is room for illusion in a Wetiko paradigm. Okay, we're living in a Wetiko paradigm. There's lots of confusion. There's lots of illusion. I'm not saying his intentions were pure, but I'm not saying they're unholy either. I'm just the messenger, okay? I'm here to offer a multi-dimensional perspective, so please don't hate me. I actually don't know what to believe personally, but anyway. There's a lot of room for confusion, and living from soul and living from sensuality and empathy and instincts, feelings. Okay, the Dalai Lama is a Cancer. For anyone who doesn't know, the Dalai Lama is a Cancer, which is literally the nurturer and caregiver of the zodiac. Okay, I'm staying neutral. The Cancer sign is the caregiver and nurturer of the zodiac. They're instinctive, they're motherly, they're protective, they're one of the most feminine signs, regardless of zodiac, regardless of gender. They're one of the most feminine and nurturing signs, okay? A Cancer mother or father, or someone with a Cancer moon, or Cancer rising, will literally pick up someone else's child and treat them as their own. If they see like a toddler crying, and this actually happened to me the other day, literally yesterday actually, quite ironically, you know, if you've got that strong maternal instinct, that nurturing instinct as a Cancer moon, Venus or rising or sun, you will see a child and you'll treat it as your own, him or her as your own, and that is the truth. You know, you can research astrology, there's so much information out there, that's the truth. So I'm not making excuses, and I'm not saying he isn't a paedophile, okay? I'm not taking sides. I'm staying open-minded and exploring the different frequencies and the sensations that come to me, and intending to offer some perspective, hopefully. So Cancers are very nurturing. We have a very paternal and maternal instinct, a very sensual. I'm a Cancer moon, so as you watch me, you'll probably see that I speak from my feminine body, from my emotional center. Okay, Cancers are extremely protective, and nurturing and instinctive. There can be confusion. As a woman, it's not an issue for me because I'm a woman, but I know for a lot of men it may be an issue. Okay, so yeah, he's a Cancer, age 87. Okay, he's been on a deeply spiritual path, at least for him, his definition of spirituality. I'm just here to offer perspectives. His spirituality, you know, very community centered, very based on intimacy, platonic intimacy. I shouldn't have to say platonic intimacy if we're speaking from a logical mind, where the notion and concept of paedophilia isn't even an option. So from a logical and rational mind, paedophilia isn't really something most people would assume unless there was concrete, hard evidence. Okay, and this is why I would like to make this video and bring some different or new perspective. Okay, it's not saying yes or no, wrong or right, black or white. It's just offering different perspectives. Without logic, and if you are seeing from an instinctive and intuitive, feminine, sensitive, sensual, passive, whatever perspective, you may instantly assume paedophile. But there is logic, and there is a rational body, and the logical mind. So, I mean, if you've been down a rabbit hole, you will, and you're on a deep spiritual path, you know, you're quite deep into spirituality and trauma and wound healing, it's very easy to assume that word and that energy and that frequency. Was probably going to get a lot of hate for this, and I'm either going to get loads of dislikes or loads of likes and loves, but I'm not here for that. My gut feeling was the kiss was innocent, and that the tongue sucking was based on his age, being a bit senile. That's my feeling. I'm not saying I'm right. That's my gut instinct, trying to see with both logic, left brain logic, and right brain intuition. I would say it was innocent. As for the tongue sucking, a bit strange, but old people can be a bit weird, you know, they, bless them, their brains go, and again, please don't take my words as truth, this is just sharing different perspectives. I don't know what the truth is, but I mean, if we're going deep into non-judgment and deep into open-mindedness, we could say, and I know there's a lot of people looking at me like I'm crazy, but that's fine, we could say he genuinely saw it as taking language out of his mouth, okay? On a spiritual, I don't necessarily believe this to be true, but it could be. On a spiritual vibration, our words are vibrations, right? Our words are vibrations. And to him, in his old age and his senility and his spiritualism, his belief systems, his Buddhism, he genuinely saw it as offering language and a gift of sound. Okay, I'm not saying that's real, but it could be. So I'm going to leave it at that. I'm just here to offer different perspectives. Please don't shoot the messenger. This is just something I felt to share from my heart. I'm an empathic, intuitive soul. Okay, I'm a very deeply feminine, empathic soul. I'm a Pisces, which goes deep into mysticism. You know, we go deep into mysticism and spirituality. I'm also a Cancer moon, which is the empath and the nurturer and the caregiver. I'm also very aware of what can happen in old age with the whole Wetiko confusion illusion paradigm. So make up your own minds. I don't really know, I don't really care, in the sense that I send healing and compassion to people, and you know, you can judge my perspectives or you can resonate. But yeah, that's just Grace's perspectives on the Dalai Lama situation. So one of my spirit animals is actually the owl. I like to see from higher self, and this is why I believe there are multiple perspectives and there are multiple energies and frequencies, and you know, there can be a lot of confusion. So yeah, so the love, the healing to everyone involved. Just remember, there's logic, there's intuition, there's, you know, we can go down a rabbit hole and it can become a nightmare, or we could go down a rabbit hole and we can actually start to see from higher perspectives. So on that note, I'm going to go, probably going to get a lot of hate, but maybe some resonance. So yeah.